there everybody, and welcome to another interview video. This time, I am interviewing Michelle of Sayystella.
Hey there everyone, I'm Michelle from the channel Sayystella, which is basically a family, variety, lifestyle channel, all kind of mashed up into one. I basically do everything on my channel from tags and challenges to concert vlogs and travel vlogs, and I even have my own paranormal series, and I also go through abandoned buildings once in a while. So yeah, we literally do everything on this channel. We have a lot of fun and I absolutely love it.
Why did you start YouTube?
So the reason that I started YouTube was because I really needed, growing up, a creative outlet, I guess, and I'm sure you've heard that before from many other YouTubers you enjoy watching. But yeah, growing up I didn't have a whole lot of friends, and the friends that I did have very different interests than I did. So while they were in biology class to become doctors and nurses, I was in guitar class and photography class sitting by myself because I just didn't have any friends that kind of had the same interests. And it was hard because they all had people to work with on like their lab assignments and stuff like that, whereas everything I did, I kind of did alone, and I guess they never really understood it, and it was hard to explain it to them, and it was really hard to feel like I had support in any of what I wanted to do and in anything I did. So I guess once I started watching YouTube videos, and it was probably around 2008, the people that I was watching, they would basically spit out exactly how I felt. Like they would say that they were kind of the black sheep and nobody really understood, and they were kind of loners, and I was like, literally that's me. And they would be like, I love doing this and this and this, but nobody really cared, and I'm like, that's literally me. And I guess I just kind of, watching YouTube, I kind of realized that I kind of felt like I belonged in that group as well, and that's kind of why I started my YouTube channel. Was I found a place that I guess I kind of felt like I belonged. So yeah.
Was it hard trying to figure out what kind of content you wanted for your channel?
For me, it wasn't overly hard deciding what kind of content I wanted to make, but it was more or less a bit of a process. Because at the beginning I kept telling myself, like, Michelle, you started this channel so you could showcase what you love to do and what you are good at. And so the first few months of my channel, I only kind of did poetry readings and Q&As, and I had this like original photo blast in the beginning of all of my videos as like my intro, because I just wanted to put as much of the creative me in as I could. But as time kind of went on, I started like watching more videos of like people having so much fun, and I'm like, I literally do that exact stuff, and if I film it, it's not going to be any more or less fun, it's just going to be on film. And so I started filming some of the stuff we did, and then I started trying new things, and we just started having so much fun on my channel with my friends and my family. My sister and I, we spend so much time in front of the camera, but we always have such a good time. And so yeah, like I guess at the beginning it was kind of hard to figure out what I wanted to do, I guess, but and I did, once I started doing like the fun stuff, I had a lot of people telling me like, you really need to consider niching down because otherwise you won't grow. And I'm like, well, if I'm creating videos that I don't enjoy, then does growing really matter? Like, I kind of started thinking like, as long as I'm having fun and I'm proud of the content I'm putting out, then isn't that kind of all that really matters? And so with that, I just kind of decided to stick to making what I loved, and that's how I guess I got where I am today. And I'm very happy with where I am today.
What has been the hardest part of doing YouTube?
The hardest part of YouTube, I think, is probably, for me, when I put a lot of time and effort, possibly even money, into a video, and I really hype it up with my friends, and I'm like, oh, this is gonna be such a good video, and then it completely flops. That is one of the worst feelings. And it's really hard to come back from that, because you're like, wait, so the videos I don't put any effort into, they do relatively well, but when I actually put time and effort and a lot of thought and money into a video and it just completely flops, and it's kind of like, it makes you question what you're kind of working for. And I guess at the end of the day, I just have to come above that and think, Michelle, you had fun making that video, you're proud of the video you made, and if it didn't resonate with everyone, that's okay. Maybe someday the algorithm will pick it up and it'll become the top video on your channel. It's just, you can't let one failure bring you down. So yeah, I guess the hardest part is just getting over the feeling of failure.
What advice would you give to starter YouTubers?
My advice for beginners, I think I've got two pieces. So number one is patience is a virtue. A lot of people start their channels thinking, in a week I'm gonna be 2,000 subscribers, raking in the dough. I'm gonna have a 100,000 subscriber plaque on my wall in a month. I'm gonna soar and it's gonna be great. Although I'm not gonna say that's impossible, it's very unlikely. YouTube takes a lot of work, a lot of self-promotion, a lot of mental energy, as well as physical work and essentially some research as well. And it takes effort to get bigger numbers. Just people need to be a little bit more patient. Don't give up after the first 3 videos if they don't do as well as you'd like them to. It's all a process. It's all about try again, and continue to make good videos, and someday you'll get to where you want to be. The second piece of advice I have is you don't have to spend every cent you have on your first video. And by that I mean you don't need to spend $3 grand on a camera to start your channel. If you have an iPhone or a Android, I guess, basically if you have a smartphone with a good camera, you're set. On one device, you can film it, you can edit it, and you can upload it. Just like that. It's simple, it's easy, and you don't have to juggle SD cards and batteries and all that other stuff. Literally a tripod and an iPhone and you're set. Or smartphone, I should say. A tripod and a smartphone and you're set. I mean, of course, if you have the money to spend and you want to spend it, absolutely feel free, go for it, go ham. But if you are just starting, you don't have to have that equipment. And that's kind of my advice, is just, if you don't have a lot, it's okay. You don't have to have a $3,000 camera to do well on YouTube.
What plans do you have for YouTube in the future?
So the plans for my channel for the future are to basically take everything from where I am and take it a notch up. So by that I mean I want to do more. I want to do more traveling. I want to try more firsts. I want to like jump out of planes and bungee jump. I want to do more, and I want to have the time of my life, and I want to explore the world, and I want to learn, and I want to try everything. I want to try new foods. I want to meet new people. I want to go to new countries. I've never personally been on a plane, and I would love to travel to a place that requires me to go on a plane. I guess that my future is just doing everything I'm doing now, having the time of my life, but adding to it. That's definitely my plans.
Are you happy with where you're at on YouTube? Do you feel like you've accomplished anything?
I'm definitely happy with where I am with my channel. I think the biggest part for me is it took a long time, and I'm talking like 7 or 8 years for me to gather the courage to even start my channel, because of course I was one of those kids. I was shy, I have anxiety, which I have a lot of things that a lot of you guys understand but nobody wants to talk about, and it was really difficult for me to start my channel. So just starting it was already a huge step and a huge accomplishment, and now a couple weeks ago I hit 50 subscribers, and that's just so cool. It's not a really fast-paced growth by any means, but it all adds up, and yeah, I'm very proud of myself, and that's really all that matters to me. So, and I'm having the blast too. So, and I'm constantly making memories. So I'm absolutely, I'm very proud of myself, and I feel very accomplished.
If you were CEO of YouTube, what changes would you make to the platform?
If I could change one thing, if I was a CEO about YouTube, I would, there's a lot of things that I kind of personally find wrong with YouTube or in need of improvement. But I think that the biggest thing is that there's so much negativity that is always in the spotlight. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love a good diss track, and I'm probably gonna click on the drama, she said what post just as fast as anyone else. But once in a while, it would be nice if the people, the bigger YouTubers, and I'm sure some of you guys will know exactly who I'm talking about, but it would be nice if some of the bigger YouTubers who do really nice things, or even smaller YouTubers who do really nice things. For example, there's one, or there's probably more than one, but there's one really big YouTuber, and he's constantly donating money to people who don't have any, and he's donating food to people who don't have any. And I think that those that think about people who are less fortunate, I think that those that think about people who are less fortunate deserve a little bit more time in the spotlight than those who have beef with somebody again this week, you know? And I think that although drama is very entertaining, I wish that if I was a CEO, I would find a way to drown some of the negativity out and bring some of the positivity stuff back into the spotlight, because in a world that's stressful and fast-paced, and already in most people's lives we all have our own drama, and I think that the last thing that everyone kind of needs is to plug in at the end of the night and be flooded with more drama and more stress. And yeah, so that's, if I was CEO, I would definitely find a way to highlight positivity more than the negativity. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you to Patrick for having me. This was a very, very cool opportunity, and I really appreciate it. If you haven't ever seen or heard of my channel, you can find it under Sayystella on all social media platforms. So Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, all under Sayystella, S-A-Y-Y Stella. And I'm almost positive that if you go check out my channel, you will find at least one thing that draws your eye, because there's something on there for everyone. Yeah, thank you guys for watching, and again, thank you to Patrick for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Okay, that's it for the interview, everybody. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you, Michelle, for being a part of my interview series. If you guys like to check out her channel, then I'll leave a link to it in the description down below. Alright, that's it for the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Also, share on social media. It helps me out a lot. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.